Hello, welcome back to the HVAC Budget Channel. Today we are going to be looking at exciting new multi-tool, the Renegade Fishing Multiplier. This will be, if you will, sort of like a stepbrother to some of the Gerber original multi-tools. This will be loosely based on that design, and I guess I don't know that it was connected in any way to Fiskars, Gerber's parent company, as the Carolina tool, I think, was actually the base Gerber or Fiskars multi-tool brand. So there are going to be several versions of these fishing multipliers that have pliers coming out the front. There's going to be a Winchester version you'll probably run across, Renegade, and then Carolina Tool. As I understand it, Carolina Tool is going to be connected to Gerber. I don't know that Winchester Renegade will. Now Renegade, it seems from my information, was out in the late 90s, sold at maybe Walmart and some other box office stores for around $10. I picked this up on eBay, and one of the only things that actually makes this a fishing multi-tool is the head. So we'll notice it definitely has some long pliers there for removing hooks. It's got some crimpers as well, wire cutting notch down there as well. Now this is going to be sometimes a little bit harder to retract just because it's not a super smooth design. Again, it is one of the cheaper multi-tool copies of Gerber. They will actually just use screws in the bottom here instead of some of the later design of the Gerbers. So this will be non-locking. So we notice, first of all, we're going to have a file course on one side. It's going to be fine on the other. And then we come to the Phillips. Now, some of these tool implements will be fairly thick. One of the things I noticed when I was trying to test this out is that on a more on the smaller Phillips, it is definitely going to be a little harder once you have to put more pressure. This head seems to want to slip off. Now, on your larger Phillips, it seems to work a lot better, and you can put a lot more force into it without the head slipping off. So some people have complained this is not a very good Phillips. I found it does work as long as the Phillips head is a little bit longer. Then we have sort of a micro driver here, bottle opener as well. And then we come to the serrated knife. And that feels fairly sharp to the touch. And I have some paracord over here. We can try this out, see what happens. Let's see. Oh, and that's not working very well at all. I don't know. Yeah, so that is definitely not stellar results. For some reason, this is just sort of catching, and it does not seem to want to cut. All right, so let's move on to the other side, and we notice we've got a can opener. I don't really use my can openers on the multi-tools, so that's something that doesn't come in handy for me that much. Then we've got a very stubby, thicker, flat screwdriver, and then take a look at this ginormous lanyard hook. So if you want to use this on a lanyard, that is just ginormous, very, very large, rather over-engineered if you ask me. So then we come to the knife, and let's see if the knife can cut this cord any better than this serrated knife. And it cuts it, but again, it's not super sharp. All right, so overall final thoughts. Well, this is non-locking, so this is something our friends overseas could probably carry with them. I like that it has these fishing multiplier heads, or as Gerber calls them sometimes, the technician heads. I like that it is sort of simple. I like some of the tool implements, but some of the negatives are the serrated knife. It just does not seem to work. The Phillips is not fantastic. And then a negative for me is that the implements are not locking as well. This is definitely a neat tool. If you see the Renegade tool, maybe this will fit what you need in your toolbox. Definitely a multi-tool that's not you won't be too afraid of to just sort of throw around, so it might be a good tackle box tool. Well, I hope this has helped. Hope you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.